If you're somebody that holds HBAR, SUI, Render, and or XRP, there's going to be 5 things I'm going to give you in this video that you're going to need to set up for playing them to your advantage for this bull run. But you have to be prepared if these coins are in your bag. Or maybe you're thinking about, maybe I should buy these coins right now. So firstly, why specifically HBAR, SUI, Render, and XRP? Now, fundamentally at today's prices for the bull run, these are, in my opinion, one of the best blue chip coins that you can buy. There's obviously a lot more blue chips, but it just depends what you determine that is. And almost with these coins, I can ultimately guarantee you, in my opinion, there's like a 99% success rate that they're going to do well as long as you take profits. I can't click the sell button for you. I can't click the buy button for you. So that's obviously down to you. Now, e.g., these coins would be interesting to you if you're not chasing those stupid 100x returns, because obviously these coins and this bull run are not going to give you that. Now, these coins are likely to have extremely fast growth at today's prices. And again, in my opinion, they're easy bets for this 2025 bull run. But there's still a few problems with these coins. And to be honest, many other coins people invest into. Number 1, they do not have exit plans. Number 2, they don't have a reinvestment strategy to keep these coins spinning. Number 3, they don't have the correct price predictions to suit their goals. And number 4, they don't know the fundamental analysis behind the coin. And I'll give you a briefly bonus that we'll get into the end of this video, so stick around for that. You don't have a cheat code to get free coins for absolutely free to never have to worry about money again. So stick around for that. You're going to love that one. Now, I want to start with the coin called Render. It's one of my favorite projects for this bull run in the AI space. Render's an interesting one because it's sort of new, but it's not brand new where it's not had a 2021 bull run. And the nice thing about Render is it survived 2021, and obviously we've got stocks like Nvidia and the AI space and even AI agents showing life in this bull run. And the other thing I like about Render is after the bear market in 2022 and the accumulation zone of 2023 and 2024, it beat its 2021 run like a lot of other coins did. But this showed to me one of the first things I look at when I'm looking at coins to invest in for this 2025 bull run. They usually beat their previous bull run as we kick into motion. And Render right now, that has done that, and that's a big confidence boost for me. So again, if you look at Render right now, 2021 bull run was obviously great, big bear market, but really we skipped levels of like $13, $14, right? Obviously right now, big discounts depending where you're looking at it, but it smashed its 2021 bull run, which just shows to me that an old coin, not an old coin, is here to print for this bull run. And the other thing I like about Render is, again, if you come in the AI space or the AI sector and coin market cap, again, it's number 4 in all of the market caps in that AI space. But it actually has AI products. If you start scrolling down the line, whether they do good or whether they do bad, these coins are not really AI. They're kind of like pump and dumps. I don't want to say they're pump and dumps yet, but like most of these coins, especially if you start coming into these market caps, they're obviously super risky. It doesn't mean you can't make money of them, but if I'm in an AI space, I want to at least invest in a coin that has AI behind it. Plus, a big thing is the whole AI market is set to keep growing after this year and even after the next year, meaning all Render needs to do in this bull run to make you a fuck ton of money is stay alive, and it will accidentally, by accident, get money outside of cryptocurrency to push this market cap even higher. You can see by 2030, this is the whole market cap of pretty much everything outside of cryptocurrency. You can just see year after year, cryptocurrency and AI projects in general are going to grow just because it's so new, and every little business right now is using this to really run their products. Now, a key thing we can do to somewhat predict the price of Render by 2025, if we look at Render, which I'll show you in a second, if Render stays at 0.1% of the total market cap with AI itself, which by the way, just real quick, I definitely think it's going to beat that because hot coins with a small market cap with trillions of dollars into the system, especially outside of cryptocurrency, it's going to push this up way higher. But I just want to keep that 0.1% in mind. Worst case scenario, 0.1% at an 8 trillion total market cap for this bull run, like people are thinking right now at the peak, that would put Render back above that $12 mark. If we get a 0.5 to 1% market share for Render, which I do think is achievable, by the way, just because of Render is so hot, that's where you're going to get prices of $50 to even $100 plus for Render. But the main thing you need to do is you need to ask yourself if you're happy with a 10 to 15x multiplier on your bags. If we hit those levels, plus you also need to have layer and out strategies, as we know, to take profits, or you'll round trip it all the way back down. Now again, this is just Render basically on TradingView. What a good strategy to do is just have your little 20% layer and out strategies. Again, This beats, and this would have saved me in 2021 and 2022 where I lost all the money of, I'll just take 100% all at render at $50, because you have to be bulletproof, because you don't want to ride this all the way back down. And I promise you, even this chart, it looks okay, but honestly, in the bear market, that's where fucking render goes. I'm just being real with you because of, again, it's a speculative coin. Yes, it can survive for the next one, but if you can take profits reasonably well, you can buy back the shit to accumulate more render. It's such a better strategy. Now, again, I promised you a cheat code with render, so here it is. You must already have render for this to work, but if you don't, buy some fucking render, right? Now, what we do is we use DeFi pools, as you guys most know, and we teach that in our private community. You can check that out if you want. What we pretty much do is we use our coins, if we're cash poor right now, but we already believe in for this bull market, and this is basically a cheat code if you know what you're doing. E.g., you can use your render, you can use your Solana to buy more coins for free. Again, here's an example on Solana. I've been in this coin for a few weeks. E.g., I had some Solana already, not on my spot buy, something I wanted to deploy into DeFi pools. Already believed in Solana. Okay, that's why I had Solana in the first place. And I put this to work to accumulate more Solana for 2025. E.g., the prices go up. That makes it even better. But right now I'm accumulating free Solana and free render. You can see here I've accumulated more than $2,000, 1.7 here and 227 here. And obviously this was a couple of days ago when I was making this video. Right now it's about $2,500. And this is a game changer because this just counts on Solana not moving. If Solana starts to go up to $300 to $400, $500, that's where this turns into 10K real fucking fast. Not to mention all the coins I'm going to be accumulating for this pool in this bull run as we start to go up. And again, I've obviously got USDC, and that's the asset I compared this to, where you compare these against each other. And USDC, I can use that to buy more coins. So if you do want to check that out, there's a link to a free call. There's no hard sell in it. You can check it out if you want, and you can speak to one of my guys and we'll just show you how to do this. But basically this is on Orica, super, super easy to do. And I would really urge you, if you want to accumulate more coins, and then you know what you're doing, of course, you have a certain amount of your coins to accumulate in DeFi pools. Now for render, you have two options. We use Orica, by the way. So again, this is just a screenshot on Orica, and you can use render and Solana. You can obviously do render USDC. With render, you have two options. Basically, I think a cheat code is to do render and Solana, because again, you're accumulating both coins. If you believe in Solana, of course. If you don't believe in Solana, just do the USDC one. There's no right or wrong answer, but you accumulate free render, free Solana today, not to mention the future price predictions of these coins. Now let's talk about SUI. Now SUI in the last 2 quarters in 2024 pulled a clean 5 to 6x depending on your entry. Obviously right now SUI is going absolute crazy, which is good to see, but obviously SUI really started to run at about the 60 to 70 cents. It went up to that $5. Obviously, Donald Trump's whoopsie doopsie wrecked us all short term. But if you look in the last month, it is starting to go crazy. And in the last year, it's almost a 2x, even at these low prices and compared to what it was at. So again, your entry points and your exit points are completely different to your results in any cryptocurrency journey. Now, if you look at SUI, here's why I think SUI could explode in 2025. This is built by ex-Meta, the guys from Facebook, engineers, using the Move language code. Now, I don't want to make this too geeky and too boring for you, but basically, the guys that build Facebook's code pretty much built SUI, and it's insanely secure and optimized for performance. E.g., these guys know what they're doing. It can handle almost 300,000 transactions per second, leaving Ethereum and Solana in the dust. Now, again, I hold Ethereum and Solana. I like all these coins, but SUI, for me, is leverage bet because it's less market cap, and I think it will bring in more gains. Exactly what we're seeing right now. And also, they're tailor-made for gaming as well. They've just built SUI Play Zero, which is built for mobile Web3 games. And obviously, right now, as probably you guys know, they're coming out with this little PSP console that maybe you guys remember when you were a kid. They're obviously backed by heavyweights like A16Z, Binance Labs, and Coinbase Ventures, with $300 million raised so far. Obviously, DeFi space, NFT space, and cross-chain bridges already live, and they're building super, super fast. Like I said, I always compare SUI to Solana, not in particularly what they can do in terms of the projects, but I believe SUI is a better leverage play to eat some of Solana's market cap for you to make more money. And this is coming from somebody that holds Solana, and I love Solana, but I'm just trying to make money at the end of the day. I'm not tied or not married to my bags. That's one of the worst things you can do for your cryptocurrency portfolio. SUI is a new gen tech optimized dev-friendly chain with real world adoption angle. Now, Solana is obviously battle tested. It's obviously meme fueled, as we know, with Solana meme coins going crazy. It's obviously super, super fast as well, and a loyal user base and hype momentum. In my opinion, 2025 bull run narrative, Solana is going to get that massive appeal like it already has done in 2021. The meme culture, it's fast and it's fun, but SUI is going to be more for developers. It's going to be a heaven for those guys to hang out. You've got the gaming infrastructure, which Solana doesn't really have, and it's really built for this future. E.g., both can win. SUI just has more potential at the less market cap for returns in this bull market. Now, if you look at DeFi Llama, which is something I always like to do, you can see the millions, and right now we're in the billions dollars of TVL. This is great if you remember what I just told you about Render. Here is Jesse making 1K a day on his SUI pools, 30K a month, he says, on only 2 pools, 1K a day, instant cash out, fully in control of all my assets. E.g., he had the SUI, he liked to use it, e.g. he already believed in SUI, but then he wanted to monetize that, and that's how he was making 30 grand a month. Again, you must have SUI for this to work. I'm not telling you to buy any of these coins or buy any of my shit. This is only if you have these coins and you believe in these coins for this bull market. Again, I'll show you, because I show you guys everything. This is basically the same as Orica, but you can see I'm on Turbo Finance, and the pool that Jesse and a lot of our guys are in, which is this one here. So SUI/USDC, you just add liquidity, so you need to have some USDC for there. Choose your ranges. Again, if you want help, you can book a call, or you can just take this for free. But again, if you want that kind of one-to-one help, you can do that if you want. Super easy way, you don't have to do this, but again, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with accumulating free USDC and free SUI for passive income or just to buy more coins. Now let's talk about HBAR. I've got a big story with HBAR, if you guys both know, and my portfolio on how it's really going itself. Now HBAR for me was one of the best kind of risks/rewards I took in 2020 and 2021, but unfortunately I lost most of it. Now I started to do a lot of hard work in 22 and 23, and I brought my average entry to about 6 cents. Obviously, HBAR had a big pump up to around about 37, 36, and right now we're about 20 or so cents at the time of recording, and you can see my HBAR position because I show you guys everything. I'm up $127,000. It's obviously down a lot since the highs of 38 cents, but again, 6 figures in profit for this one. My whole goal is to exit with $1 million in this one in 2025. Might happen, might not happen. I'll probably be too much of a pussy. I do want to have that $1 million trade on a coin, but I'll probably start selling this way before that, just because this is real money and I don't want to do what I did in 2021. So we'll see how that one goes. Now here's why I think HBAR could do super well in 2025. Of course, big companies trust HBAR. It's backed by big names like Google, IBM, and that shows it's serious and obviously safe. It's fast and cheap. It moves money super fast, and it costs almost nothing to actually use. And this makes it great for apps and games. And it's already being used in real time. HBAR isn't just an idea. People and businesses are already using it for things like tracking products and digital IDs. Less selling pressure than 2025. Again, 2022 and 2023, the only reason why it was dumping, there was 2 reasons. Number 1, it was a bear market, duh. Number 2 was a lot of these founders and people that got in early, they were taking profits. These coins were coming out on market, and that just makes sense. These guys invested super early. They were getting paid in HBAR. They deserve to take profits. But right now, we don't have that. Most of these coins are out in circulation, which means there's less sell pressures from early investors in the team. So this coin could really just run up without being forced to sell. And obviously, there's more apps that are coming on tools and being built on HBAR. These guys are being used. They're constantly being developed, and a lot of HBAR developers are now flocking to HBAR to make this product even better. Combined with the bull run, I think it's going to be an easy coin to absolutely print in this cycle. The bottom line for HBAR for me is it's fast, it's green, it's trusted by big companies, and it's already being used. If people want real value in 2025, HBAR, I think, has it all. Now, again, if I bring you back to HBAR, obviously this chart doesn't show you everything, but the bear market was absolute fucking terrible for most coins in this kind of space. We did most of the DCAs because we were buying up here. Obviously, we read it mostly down, but this brought our entries to around about that 6 cents. So if HBAR can have a decent run and we get somewhere of the $1, that'll be nice, but I'll be taking profits, somewhere like that. And again, I'm just being real with you. HBAR will crash so fucking hard, to just like many coins in this next bear market. Now, XRP is one of the most cult coins out there in the market, and for a good reason. So here's why I think XRP could do well in 2025. It's made for banks. XRP helps banks send money to countries, and it's super fast. It's like email for money. It's super fast and super cheap. It takes a few seconds to actually send that XRP, and it costs almost nothing, and that's great for big payments. Now, obviously, they won the legal case in 2025, and that was a big court date that really suppressed XRP in 2021, and it's given them the run that they deserve. In 2021, they were suppressed, although they still did well, but in 2017, that's when really XRP got to shine, and I think some way we can have that in 2025. There's obviously more apps being built on XRP. It's not just for banks now. People are actually building apps, NFTs, and smart contracts on it too, which is, again, is just good for us that hold the XRP token. The bottom line for XRP is it's fast, it's cheap, it's trusted by banks, and it's getting more popular like it once was in 2017. If more people start using it in 2025, it's probably only going to go up. Now, again, on one side for XRP price predictions, we have the guys at $100, $1,000, then we have the guys at 0 that hate this coin, but somewhere in between. I'm seeing prices of around $8 to $12, and I think that's quite possible. 2021 should have probably got that, but obviously it was sued. XLM is another coin you can look at that typically follows this, a little bit more risk, but obviously more reward because of less market cap. I think it's going to hit somewhere $8, $10, $12, maybe $15 with a good bull run, and that's where I would look at taking your profits. Now here's another bonus tip that you can use if you want to kill it with these coins, or to be honest, any solid blue chip coins that you hold. You need to learn something about compounding. You see, the goal with any bull run is to accumulate as many coins to then sell for your dollar value at the end of the bull run. We're not interested in a dollar value right now. It might look good on our screens, but again, our goal is to accumulate the coins to sell back later for the dollar value. And again, you can put this on steroids if you compound this back to back for many bull and bear cycles. And I'm going to give you an example of how you can compound a coin like RNDR. So here's actually how to get rich with a low amount of capital. And again, if you're a big player, you might not want to do this, but if you're a guy with like $1,000, $5,000 or even less, this is where you can actually get rich with that amount of capital. Again, you have to define what rich is for you. It might be less, it might be more. I guess the best for anybody being rich or being financially free is just where the true wealth sits, and that might be just quitting your job. So we can look at 4 coins with 2 completely different outcomes. We can look at RNDR, we can look at HBAR, we can look at SUI, and we can look at Solana. Now here's the good way of how to do this on RNDR. So let's say you got in early on RNDR in 2020 for the 2021 bull run at an average entry price of around about 10 to 20 cents. So way back here, right? And let's say your average DCL was about $4. You sold some at 2, you sold some at 6, etc., etc. So you started to layer out and you got the average of $4. And let's say you had 10K in. Now, even with not trying to time the tops, you turned 10K into 200K. Good job, you fucking killed it. Super, super easy to do. Now, let's say you came back in for RNDR for this 2025 bull run, and that's where we are right now, and you knew that AI was going to pop, and you rolled 100K to do this again. Now, you still have 100K free money. Remember, you turned that into 200K, but you put 100K into RNDR. Maybe a little bit too much, 50% of your net worth in a coin, but let's just play with this. Now, you probably spent the 100K, let's be honest, on a Lambo because it was your first time coming into cryptocurrency. So worst case, if RNDR did shit for this bull run, and it's not obviously doing that right now, you're still left with a Lamborghini and probably a better looking girlfriend. But let's say you rid this bull run up and you took that 100K and you started to DC in like we did on HBAR, and I'm showing you this on RNDR. Let's say with that 100K, your average was about 50 cents, give or take around here. You could have bought it pretty much for a year straight at 50 cents. So again, you're way higher than what you were doing in 2021 when you were buying at 10 to 20 cents, but you have more capital now, 10x more. And it's a fresh run, e.g. there's more money to rip these up. Now, if your average sell points in RNDR in 2025 was $25 to $30, which I still think is pretty low, but that's where I think RNDR should be a good selling off point for your bull run. I think it's super reasonable to what we have right now. And if you do this with your 100K, a sell price of $30, an average buy price of 50 cents, you now have 6 million. Congratulations, you can pretty much do what you want. You can invest it in the S&P 500 and make 10%, that's $600K a year forever. You completed life in 2 trades from $10,000. Now, both ways win. But compounding gets you rich on a small amount of money. Yes, buying and selling is great, but if you want to compound, and again, it's not even just rolling over in the same bull run. It's understanding, okay, if you have a low amount of money, we're not really doing any work in the real world because you started with 10K. It's still a great amount to invest, but to compound this and do 6 million on 2 trades is fucking crazy. Now, again, the nice thing with the first trade is you don't have to believe in RNDR for this bull run. You could have bought another coin. You don't have to do this on RNDR. You simply buy the second play with a coin that you like. And again, it's easier said than done, but I just think that's super fucking amazing that you can do this, and many people will do this. But again, the goal is to take profits. A lot of people wouldn't do this, and a lot of people didn't do this in the last bull run, or they wouldn't be watching YouTube videos like this. But to sum up this video, I think all these coins are going to do super, super well. Again, if you guys want to check out how to do the strategy that Jesse and many of our other guys in our community are doing with this 10K fast track system, it is a free call, and we can show you exactly how to monetize your Solana, how to monetize your SUI, how to monetize your RNDR, and most other coins, even Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin, most coins, even Aerodrome Finance. There's pretty much 80% of coins that we can monetize, and we'll show you how to do that. It is a free call. We'd love to have you in this group. We have opened up a few more spots, and we've got a lot of guys joining, and we're super excited to show you them results and videos going forward. But again, check it out. It's free to do so, and I'd love to see you inside. God bless. Take care. I think these coins are great, but remember, your entry points and your exit points are super, super important, or it doesn't fucking matter. See you in the comments, guys. Peace and take care.